Good day! Magandang araw! Our Tagalog lesson for today is about the article si, sina, ang, and ang mga. Okay? But before we discuss these articles, let me introduce to you the two sentence formation in Tagalog. So the first sentence formation is the subject predicate. So it's when the subject comes first within the sentence. In this order, the word I is used. So it is equivalent to the English is and are. Okay, so for example, the sentence is Anna is beautiful. So our subject is Anna. And then the predicate is maganda. So, and then use I right after the subject. So we put si because we need to introduce Anna as the subject of the sentence. So we are using si. So later we will discuss more on this article si. Okay, so this is the subject and you are required to use I and then the predicate. Si Ana ay maganda. So this sentence is in the subject predicate word order. Okay, let us try the next example. Peter is handsome. Handsome in Tagalog is guapo or pogi. So our subject is Peter. Okay, so si Peter ay guapo. Okay, so this is our subject, Peter, si Peter, and right after the subject is the word I, equivalent to si or to is or are, and guapo means handsome. Okay, so that is our first sentence formation, the subject predicate sentence. So the next sentence formation is the inverted word order. So it's when the predicate comes at the beginning of the sentence before the subject and the word I is not used in this sentence formation. Okay, example or halimbawa in Tagalog. So we will use the same sentence, Anna is beautiful. So our predicate, so we will start with our predicate. So beautiful is maganda. And then it is said that no need to use the word I. So maganda si Ana. Okay, so this is the inverted word order sentence. We start with the predicate and then the subject. Maganda si Ana. Okay, let's try the other sentence or the same sentence. Peter is handsome. So inverted word order sentence, we begin our sentence with a predicate. Handsome is guapo. And then the subject is si Peter. Okay, so the inverted word order is guapo si Peter. Okay, so that is our sentence formation. So the subject predicate, so it is when the subject comes first and you are required to use I. I is equivalent to is and are. So for the inverted word order, start with the predicate and no need to use I. Okay, so now let's discuss more about the si or article si. Okay, so article si once again is singular, used to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence. So we will practice using this article using the two sentence formation, the subject predicate and the inverted word order. Okay, let's practice. Okay, let's use the sentence. Peter is intelligent. Intelligent is in Tagalog is matalino. Okay, so let us translate the sentence using the subject predicate word order. Okay, so si Peter ay matalino. Okay, so this sentence is in the subject predicate word order, wherein the subject comes first, and then right after the subject you need to use I, and then the predicate. Okay, si Peter ay matalino. And then we use the article si for Peter because the use of si is to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence. Okay? Si Peter ay matalino. So don't forget to use I if you are using the subject predicate sentence. Okay? Next example. Okay. Ana is tall. Tall in Tagalog is matangkad. Matangkad. Okay. So let us use the subject predicate sentence. So our subject is Ana. So the marker for Ana is si because Ana is a proper noun. Ana, and then right after the subject use I, and then the predicate matangkad. Okay, si Ana ay matangkad. So this sentence is in the subject predicate word order. Okay, so what about if we are going to say this using the inverted word order sentence? So inverted word order sentence, so it means the predicate comes first at the beginning. Okay, so our predicate is matalino, si Peter. Okay, so again we use si because si is used to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence, and this sentence is in the inverted word order. Okay, so how about this sentence? So let us try to say this using the inverted word order. Okay, so inverted word order, we start the sentence with our predicate. So matangkad, si Ana. Okay, so again, no need to use I in this sentence. So we only use I if you are using the subject predicate sentence. Okay, for inverted word order, no need to use I. Okay, so let us try more example. Next, Karen is healthy. Healthy in Tagalog is malusog. So let's try first the subject predicate sentence. So the subject is Karen, and what is the marker to be used? So that is si Karen. And then since we are using the subject predicate order, you are required to use what word? Okay, correct. That is I. Si Karen ay malusog. Okay. So how about inverted word order? So you start the sentence with the predicate. Okay, so correct. That is malusog si Karen. Okay. So that is the difference between the subject predicate and then the inverted word order. And here we use si, article si, because Karen is one person and is a proper noun. Okay. So when I say sunod, it means next. Okay. When I say pakibasa, please read. And And if you say, naiintindihan ko, it means, I understand. Okay? Okay, another example. Noemi is kind. Kind in Tagalog is mabait. Let us use the subject-predicate sentence. Okay? So, si Noemi ay mabait. So, again, this is the subject-predicate. So, we use si for Noemi because Noemi is a proper noun. And since you are using the subject-predicate sentence, you're required to use I and then the predicate. Okay? How about inverted word order? Okay? Mabait si Noemi. Okay? So that is how we construct sentence using the subject-predicate sentence and the inverted word order. And that is the use of article C to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence. Okay? So this is the use of C. Don't forget the use of article C. So article, singular, placed before a specific name of one person or of a person, are used to introduce the subject of the sentence. Okay? So, okay. Okay, so the next one is we have the sina. Okay, so sina is the plural form of si, used to introduce the names of two or more persons. So for example, we have Anna and Peter are intelligent. So intelligent in Tagalog, that is matalino. Okay, so let us try first the subject predicate. So our subject is Anna and Peter. So again, what is the article to be used if we have two or more proper noun or name of person? Okay, so that is sina. Okay, sina Ana, and the word end in Tagalog, that is at. Peter. And then, since we are using the subject predicate sentence, we need to use I. Then the predicate, matalino. Okay? So please repeat after me. Sina Ana at Peter ay matalino. Okay, very good. So, how about the inverted word order sentence? Okay, correct. Matalino sina Ana at Peter. Okay, correct. Matalino sina Ana at Peter. Okay, so that is the use of article sina. So sina is an article used to introduce two or more persons' name. Okay. So for example, Tom and Tim are students. So let us try the subject predicate first. So sina Tom at Tim ay mga estudyante. So the word mga, so it's a plural word. It makes the object in plural form. Okay. So how about if we will say this using the inverted word order? Mga estudyante sina Tom at Tim. Okay. Just like if we say flower. So flower in Tagalog is bulaklak. But if you will say flowers, so you'll just add mga bulaklak. Okay, so that's the use of mga. Okay? Okay, so sunod na halimbawa means next example. Okay, so you try to answer this. Anna and Kathy are teachers. Okay, so using the subject predicate is sina Anna at Kathy ay mga guro. So guro is teacher. using the inverted word order, mga guro, sina Ana at Cathy. Okay? So this is how we construct Tagalog sentences. So, okay, so this is the subject predicate word order, and this is the inverted word order. Actually, the most common sentence formation in Tagalog is the inverted word order. Okay? So that is the use of C again. What is the use of C? Okay, so C is used to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence. And the word sina, article sina, is used to introduce two or more persons' name. Okay? So next article is ang. Sometimes it is yung. You will hear yung, but that is equivalent to article ang. Okay, so this one is used to introduce a common noun as the subject of the sentence. So for example, the flower is beautiful. So flower is a common noun, so that's why we'll be using the article ang. So subject predicate word order, ang bulaklak ay maganda. Okay? So bulaklak is the subject of the sentence, and bulaklak is a common noun. That's why we are using the article ang. Ang bulaklak ay maganda. How about inverted word order? So that is maganda ang bulaklak. Okay, correct. So the same here, the child is good. So our subject is child. So child is a common noun. So the article to be used is ang. Okay, correct. That's ang. So let's use the subject predicate. Ang bata ay mabait. Okay, so mabait is good. Child is bata. Okay, let us use the inverted word order. Mabait ang bata. Okay, so that's the use of article ang. Article ang is used to introduce a common noun. How about ang mga? Okay, so ang mga is the plural form of ang. For example, the cats. So, many cat. Okay, so subject predicate. Our subject is the cats or are the cats. Ang mga pusa. So, cat in Tagalog is pusa. Ay mataba. Fat is mataba. Okay? So, for inverted word order, that is mataba ang mga pusa. Okay? So, that's the use of article ang mga. Okay. So, let us review. So, this is the article. Article C is used to introduce a proper noun as the subject of the sentence. For example, Ana is beautiful. Si Ana ay maganda. That's in the subject predicate word order. And if we will say maganda si Ana, that's in the inverted word order. And sina is the plural form of si, and it's used to introduce two or more person's name. For example, Anna and Peter are intelligent. So subject predicate, sina Ana at Peter ay matalino. Inverted word order, matalino sina Ana at Peter. Okay? So article ang is used to introduce a common noun. For example, the cat is fat. Ang pusa ay mataba, or mataba ang pusa. So, ang mga is article used to introduce two or more common noun as the subject of the sentence. So, example, the cats are fat. Ang mga pusa ay mataba. Okay? So, that is our topic for today. The article si, sina, ang, and ang mga. Okay, salamat!